just wanted to talk about something that I've noticed while playing Slither.io lately. It seems to me that the most common situation where people end up losing their snake is when trying to pick up dropped balls from other snakes. Slither is a game that actually dooms players who get too greedy sometimes. When I see a large snake die, or I take out that large snake in particular, I want to collect the loot that I feel belongs to me. Of course, usually at least one other snake, if not more, also see what just happened. Often, in particular for me, I will try to boost through the path of the old snake to try and get as many balls picked up as possible from the ones that had dropped. It's really hard to see the glowing balls dropped and not try to pick them all up. I mean, that's just what you feel like doing. What happens though is that these other snakes also all zoom in to try and collect them, and it's really easy to end up hitting one, especially head on, and losing everything just because I tried to get as many as possible. It's very easy for a snake to just sort of zoom in right off the edge of the screen because I'm also going really fast to try and get them, and there's just no way to avoid the collision, and you just have to hope that you're the one who gets them rather than them getting you at that point. On the other hand, if I play things cautiously and loop through some of the dropped stuff, I tend to avoid dying and sometimes get other snakes in the process. Sometimes, though, I just end up losing a lot of the drop to the other snakes. In fact, most of the time that's what happens. So it's always a really big decision how to collect my loot. As always, more risk equals more reward. How much risk are you willing to take? It seems to me that the best thing to do here is to loop through and collect what you can, but know and anticipate that snakes will be approaching you while you're doing this. As much as I thought initially that boosting was a good way to beat out the other snakes and get more of the loot, if you don't boost, you have a much better chance of reacting to a snake that approaches you. If you have a larger snake in this situation, something that can be really effective is to do a loop around as much of the loot as you can. Basically, the same thing as when you are trying to, it's the same thing as when you're trying to trap a smaller snake, except in this situation, instead of not wanting them to get out, you don't want them to get in. This basically walls off the loot, and then you can just loop through it in relative safety and pick it up without having to worry about other snakes cutting you off. So really, the moral of the story is don't be greedy, and if you are greedy, be smart about it and anticipate the dangers before they happen. Thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you found something useful.